Hello everyone, I am your Deepak. I welcome you all to your YouTube channel Excellent Academy. Our channel is the one-stop solution for all your competitive excellence. In this session, I am going to continue the problems on your HCF and LCM. Without wasting much of our time, let us start this session. Okay, now please observe here the greatest possible length which can be used to measure exactly the length 7 meter, 3 meter, 85 centimeter and your 12 meter, 95 centimeter is that they are asking. Please observe here. Now, see here. See, options are in centimeter, right? Options are in centimeter. So they have given three lengths. One is 7 meter. 7 meter is nothing but 700 centimeter. Okay, now 3 meter 85 centimeter, that is one thing. 3 meter 85 centimeter. Okay, 3 meter means 300 centimeter. 300 plus 85 is 385 centimeter. Okay, then 12 meter 1200 meter 95 centimeter, therefore 1295 centimeter. Now I am measuring all the three from the single possible greatest possible length. Okay, so I am measuring all the these three with the greatest possible length. So I need to find out the n now. I need to find out the n. See, the number I want, it is in the denominator, right? If the number I want, if it is in the denominator, that means I have to find out what? HCF. Now I need to find out the HCF of your 700, 385 and 1295. Okay, how to find out HCF? I have already given you the trick, correct? Now, so among all the three numbers, which is the smallest number? The smallest number is 385. The smallest number is 385. From 385, whether you can divide these two? No. Therefore, tell the factors of your 385. 385 factors, see. So I can go for 3. No, not 3. I will go for 5. 5 sevens is 35. 3 left out. 5 sevens is 35. From 7 to 7 you can divide these numbers? No. Again I will go for 7. 7, 1, 7, 1 times. Okay, now 7 5 is what? 35. From 35 whether you can divide these numbers, check out. Yes, this is divisible. 35 2s. Here 35 1s is 35. 3 left out, it is divisible. Here 35, yes, it is also divisible. Therefore, what is your HCF? HCF is 35. Okay, so put it in option is centimeter. Therefore, answer is what? Option C. See how quickly I found out the HCF using my trick. Okay, so hence I always suggest you to follow my tricks so that you can get the answer very instantly. Okay, hope you have understood. So please, what they are asking is, they have given three measurements. One is 700 centimeter, another is 385. So that means 3 meter 85 centimeter. That is 385. And next is 12 meter 95 centimeter. That is not totally 1295 centimeters. All the three can be measured, okay, with the largest possible length. Okay, what is that possible length they are asking? Okay, what the number that I want, where it is in the denominator. If the number that I want, if it is in denominator, that means I need to find out HCF. That's it. Okay, so that's about this problem. Hope you have understood. I will go for the next problem. Next problem. The three numbers which are co-prime to each other. There are three prime numbers which are co-prime to each other such that the product of first two product is 551 and the last two is 1073. Then I need to find out the sum of the three numbers. See, let the three numbers are x comma y comma z. So they have clearly told that they are co-prime. What do you mean by co-prime? That means their HCF, respective HCF between two numbers is 1. Okay, HCF of xy is 1, yz is 1 and zx is 1. That is what they are telling. Okay, now the product of first two. What are this x and y are the first two numbers. They are told the product of first two is 551. They are telling the product of first two is 551 and the product of second two and the last two, that is y into z They are telling what is the product of last two? That is 1073. They are telling 1073. Now, you please observe here. This is LHS and this is RHS, right? Okay. Now, in these two equations, okay, what is common in the LHS? Y is common. If I take Y common among these two equations, this Y is the HCF, right? For these two, okay, so Y is the HCF. Now, for these two, if I take, that will be equal to Y, correct? See, observe here. What I can take common among these two equations in the LHS? Y common. After taking Y, I cannot take anything common. That means Y is your HCF. Now, I need to find out the HCF of 551 and 1073. If I found out the HCF, then I can tell what is your Y. Correct? I need to find out HCF of 551 and your 1073. Find out now. 551 1 times is 551. Okay. So 3 minus 1 is 2. This will be 2. 10 minus 5 is 5. This is 0. 551 1 times is 522. 522 1 times. 9 minus 2, okay, is, 11 minus 2 is 9. Here 4, 4 minus 2 is 2, this is 0, okay. Now, 29, how many times it will go? Eight times, 8 9 is 72, 7, 8 to the 16, okay, so not 16, it will, maybe I could go by, how many times? Okay, I'll check how many times it will go. 29, 2, 29 once is 29, okay, this is 3, this is 2, 2, 29, 8 times, 72, 7, 16, 17, 8 times, okay, so 29, 18 times is 522. What is your HCF? HCF is 22. Okay, HCF is what? 22 is the HCF. Sorry, 29 is the HCF. By 22, this is 0. Okay, so what is your HCF? The HCF of these two is 22. Why it is common I have taken? So here for these two, what I am taking common? 29 I am taking common. Okay, taking common is nothing but HCF, right? Okay, so HCF. Therefore, Y is nothing but 29 now. What is your Y? Y is 29. Now, if I know Y, I can substitute here. X into Y will be equal to what? 551, right? X into Y is 551. Okay, therefore, what is your X? 551 divided by 29. 9 times. Therefore, what is your X? X is 19. Y is equal to 29 and X will be equal to what? 19. Okay, now I will find out the value of Z now. See, I will substitute here. What is Y? 19. 19 into Z is 1073. Okay, I will find out my Z. Z is nothing but 1073 divided by 19. 1073 divided by 19. How many times should we go check? 29. 3 times. Okay, so what is your Z? Z is 37. Z is 37. Okay, now I got what is Y, what is X and what is Z. Now what they are asking? They are asking sum of these three numbers, that is I need to find out 37 plus 29 plus 19. This sum I need to find out. What I need to find out? I need to find out the sum of 37 and your 29 and 19. So if you add, what will be this? Answer is 85. Answer is 85. Option C. Option C. Hope you have understood this. Okay. So let me explain one more time. Please observe here. In this question, they have given three numbers which are co-prime to each other. They are such a way that the product of first two is 551 and the second two, that is Y and Z, okay, that will be equal to what? 1073. That is what they have given, correct? Now HCF of these two okay, in the RHS, okay, if that it will be, I will want to find out. In the LHS side, what is the HCF? See, what is common, maximum take a common is Y. That will be equal to their HCF. So I already worked out, I have showed you what is the HCF, that will be 29. Okay, if I know the value of Y, I can substitute here, so I will get the value of X. So what is the value of X then? You will get 19. Okay, then Y I know, so I put it here, I am going to get my Z. So what will be your Z? 37. Now you add all this, so 9, 9, 18, 18 plus 7 is 25, 2 carry, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Answer is what? 85. That is option C. Hope you have understood. I will go for the next problem now. Now, which one of the following fraction is largest? Which one of the following fraction is largest? They are asking. See, 7 by 8. Options are 3 by 16. Okay, 31 by 40. And 63 by 80. Now, I need to find out which is the largest fraction among the given option. See, I will give you the simple trick so that you can tell the answer very quickly. Now, among the denominator, first let me find out the LCM for your denominator. What I am going to find out? LCM for your denominator. So, LCM of 8, 16, 40 and 80. So what is your biggest number among all this? 80. Whether you can divide 80 from 8? Yes. From 16? Yes. From 40? Yes. Therefore LCM is what? 80. LCM is 80. Now 7 by 8 can be written as 70 by 80, right? I am expressing each fraction in terms of its LCM. Okay. See, if I cancel 7 by 8. Similarly, this can be written as 16, how many times is 80? 16, 5 times is 80. If you multiply the denominator by 5, numerator also I will multiply by 5. 16 5 is what? 65. If you simplify, I will get this answer. Now, 40 can be written as 80 and this is written as 62. Okay, double is it? I have doubled. Then I want 80 in the numerator and in the denominator, you write as it is 63, you write as it is. Now, if you simplify, you will get back the same fractions, right? Now, please see what they are asking. Which of the following is highest, largest fraction? See, in all the case, denominator is same. Now, for the fraction which is having highest numerator is the highest fraction, right? Which is the highest numerator among 70, 65, 62 and 83. 70. 70 by 8 is the highest fraction. 70 by 8 is nothing but 7 by 8. The answer for this is option A. See how quickly you got the answer using the trick of your LCM concept. So answer for this question is what? 7 by 8. That's it from this question. Question. The least number which when divided by. So I am going to divide the number by 12. I am going to divide the number by 15. I am going to divide the number by 20. I am going to divide the number by 54. Okay. But for each division, it is going to give the remainder as 8. Okay. Now, first observe whether I am going to find out HCF or LCM. The number that I want, it is in the numerator. That means I am going to find out the LCM. But I should get remainder as 8. Therefore, what should be your answer? LCM of 12, 15, 20, 54. After that LCM, you have to add plus 8 for that, correct? So that is what I need to do. Okay, now, yeah. Now, this is what I need to do. So now, let me find out the LCM of these numbers now. I want to find out LCM of 12, 15, 20 and even 54. Now please observe here. So which is the biggest number among all these? 54, right? Now, if I look into the options, all options are above 500, right? So that means 54. Okay. So whether I can divide 54 from all this number? No. Okay. Now I have to tell the multiples of 54 so that it is divisible by all the numbers. Now, if you look into the options, all numbers are above 500. So for 54, in order to get above 500, what I have to do? Multiply by 10. So it will be 540, correct? Now 540 is divisible by 12. Yes, it is divisible. Okay. From 15, yes, it is divisible. Okay. From 20, yes, that I can divide. From 54, I can divide. Okay. So LCM for this is 540. Okay. So 540 is divisible by 12, 15, 20. But, and 54 also. If I divide from these numbers, I will get no remainder. But if I want remainder, I should add plus 8 to this. So the answer will become what? 548. That is option D. See how quickly using the concept I found out the answer for this question. See, we have to find out LCM of all this. After finding the LCM, okay, add plus 8 to that. So answer is 548. That's it from this question. Very simple, right? Okay. I'll go for the next question now. The greatest number which on dividing, I am dividing 1657 by the greatest number, okay, and 2037 is also I am dividing by that number, and it is going to give remainders, okay. So I am dividing these two, okay. What is the number? Another number is 2037. Also I am going to divide by number, but when I divide this number from n, remainder is 6 here and the remainder is 5 here, okay. Now the number that I want, it is in the numerator, sorry, in the denominator. See where I am having the number, I am in the denominator. That means I want to find out the HCF. In order to give these two remainders, what you have to do? You have to find out the HCF of 1657 minus, what is the remainder for the first case? 6, and 2037 minus, what is the remainder? 5. So that is what you need to find out. Okay. Now please observe here. See, this is nothing but HCF of minus 6. If you do 1651 here, 2032. Now I need to find out this HCF. See, I have already explained you how to find out HCF very quickly. Okay. So now I will apply difference method for this. See, in the shortcut trick, if I want to find out the HCF of 4 and 8, what I told, what is the difference of these two? 4. Okay. Now, from this difference, whether I can divide 4? Yes, from 8 is divisible by 4. What is your HCF? I told 4. Okay. Now, for example, if it is 12 and 20, what is their HCF difference? Difference is 8. Now, from 8, whether I can divide by 12? No. So, what is the factors then? 4. Whether I can divide? Yes. What is the HCF? 4. So, I will apply this technique, difference technique, to solve this problem, because there is only two numbers here. Okay. Now, first let me find out the difference of 2032 and your 1651. Okay, please observe here. 2 minus 1 is 1. Here 13. 13 minus 8 is 13 minus 5 is 8. Okay. Here 9. 9 minus 6 is what? 3. This is 0. So what is the difference? 381 is the difference. Now, from 381, okay, whether you can divide these two, let me check out. No, I cannot divide both the numbers. So I want to get the factors of this. Okay. 381 factors. 3 1s are 3. 3 2s are 6. Okay, 2 left out. 3 7s are. Now from 127, whether you can divide these two? Yes, I can divide. From 127, I can divide these two. Therefore, what is your HCF? HCF is 127. That's it. See how I got my answer very quickly. My answer for this question is option B. That is your 127. Okay, you can follow HCF, you can find out the HCF in your traditional way also, and you can get the answer. But if I follow the traditional technique, it is time consuming. Therefore, I will apply the shortcut. So answer for this question is option B, that is 127. Now, next question. Which of the following has most numbers of divisor? Which of the following has most number of divisor? See, please explain. I will explain now. So I will take the first option 99. Okay, from which I can divide 3. 3 times. Here 3 1 times. So this can be written as 3 into 3. That is 3 square into 11, right? This is nothing but 3 square into 11. So how many divisors totally I am having? Here 3 square means 2 divisor. 2 and 11 is only divisor. Therefore I have totally 3 divisors. That is 3 square means 2 divisors are there. 11 power 1. Literally there are 3 divisors for this number. Okay, now for your 101. 101. So this 101 is a prime number, right? 101 is a prime number. Therefore 1 into 101. So how many divisors I am having? So if I consider 1 also here, I can take 1 also. Okay. So totally how many divisors then? 4 divisors. If I ignore 1, there will be 3 divisors. Now how many divisors here? 2, including 1 and 101. Okay. So just ignore this. Ignore your 1 for time being, because for every option I am ignoring 1, right? If we ignore 1 and the same number, remaining I am writing here. Okay. So here, this is 3. Here 101 only 1. Okay. Because it is a prime number. For your 176, how many divisors are there? 176, 3. 2 8s is 16. 2 8s is 16. Then 2 4s, 2 4s. Again 2. Then 2 11s. 2 power 4 into 11. 2 power 4 into 11. This is nothing but 2 power 4 into 11. 2 power 4 into 11. Okay, now how many divisors totally? 5 divisors are there. Now similarly here 182. 2 9s is 18, 2 1s. Okay, then 13. 13 7 times. It's nothing but 2 into 13 into 7. How many divisors? See, these are prime numbers. Okay, so how many divisors? There are 3 prime numbers. Now, what they are asking is which one of the following has most number of divisors? See this one. So option C, 5 1 3. Correct? Here also 3. So option is 176 because 5 divisors are there. That's it from this question. I have ignored 1. In each case, I have ignored the 1. Okay. Next question. The LCM of two numbers is 48. The LCM of two numbers is 48. The numbers are in the ratio 2:3. Okay. So the numbers are in the ratio 2:3 means the first number I am going to take it as 2x and the another number I am going to take it as 3x. Okay. Now what I need to find out is I want to find out the sum of the numbers. Sum of the numbers I need to find out. So they have given the LCM also. Please observe here what is your LCM. From x if I divide, okay, x 2 times, x 3 times. What is your LCM? 3 2 is 6, 6x is the LCM. LCM is 6x. So LCM they have given that is 48. Okay. So 6 7 is what? 8 times. 6 8 times is 48. Okay, now I need to find out the sum of the numbers. What is sum of the numbers? 5x is the number. See, two numbers are 2x and 3x. Sum is 5x. What is your x? 8. 8 5 is what? 40. The answer for this question is option C. Okay, so very simple. The two numbers are in the ratio 2:3. That means one number is 2x, another number is 3x. From x if I divide x 2 times, x 3 times. LCM is what? 3 to the 6, 6x. 6x value I know because they have given LCM is 38. Therefore x is 8. So I wanted to find out the sum of these two numbers. Sum of these two numbers is 5x. Okay, so 5x I need to find out x value. I know 8 5 is 40. That's it. I'll go for the next question now. The next problem is I need to find out the HCF of 9 by 10, 12 by 25, 18 by 35, 21 by 40. Now I need to find out the HCF of fractions. So far I have taken the whole numbers. Now I need to find out the HCF of these fractions. Okay. See, I will give the generalized formula before this. Please write down. Please write down, please here. HCF of fractions is given by HCF of numerators divided by LCM of your denominators. If you want to find out the HCF of the fractions numbers, what you need to do is you have to find out the HCF of all the numerators, that you have to divide by the LCM of the denominators. Now, suppose if you want to find out the LCM of fractions, then you have to find out LCM of your numerators, then divided by HCF of denominators. Okay. If you want to find out HCF for numerators, you have to find out HCF, and for your denominators, you have to find out LCM. If you want to find out LCM for numerators, you need to find out LCM, and for the denominators, you have to find out HCF. Then you have to divide. So please write these two formulas. Now I will go for this a problem now. Now, what is the problem they are given? 9 by 10, 12 by 25, okay, then 18 by 35 and 21 by 40. I need to find out HCF. Okay, so what is the formula? HCF of numerators. I need to find out HCF of your numerator. Okay, now how to find out HCF using the shortcut technique? Find the least number among all these 9. Now check out whether from 9 I can divide all this. Now then tell the factors of 9. 3 is a factor. From 3 I can divide all this. Yes, I can divide. Therefore HCF is 3. HCF is 3. So I got the HCF. HCF is 3. Now for your denominators, what I need to find out? LCM I need to find out. LCM for your 10, 25, 35 and 40. For these numbers I need to find out LCM. Now I see for what I can take common, 5 I can take common, 5 2 is 10, 5 5 is 5 7, 5 8 now. Okay, now please observe here. Which is the bigger number among all these? 8. From 2 I can divide your 8, right? So I will ignore 2. If it is divisible, I will ignore that. Then remain, see 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number. Okay, so along with prime numbers, if I have any number, then the product is their LCM. Product is their LCM. Okay, what is the LCM now? 5 is already outside. 2 ignore, because from 2 I can divide your 8. The remaining numbers you write as it is. So what is your LCM? 5 5 is 25. 25 8 is 200. 200 into 7, that is 1400. Okay, so LCM is 1400. Therefore HCF of this fraction is 3 by 1400. Option C, 3 by 1400. That's it. See, using my shortcut I got my answer. How quickly? Okay, so you can also do in the same speed as I am doing. Okay, so answer is what? 3 by 1400. Hope you have understood. I will go for the next example, next problem. Now, find the HCF and LCM. I need to find out both HCF and LCM for 2 by 3, 8 by 9, 16 by 81 and 10 by 27. Both I want, right? For your 2 by 3, 8 by 9, 16 by your 81 and 10 by 27. Okay, now I want both HCF and LCM. So first initially I will do HCF of numerator. Then I will find LCM of your numerator. I will also find LCM of denominator, and I will also find HCF of denominator. First I will find out, then I will substitute there. Okay, now I want to find out the HCF of numerators. What I need to find out? HCF of numerator. Numerator I am having 2, 8, 16 and 10. I want to find out HCF. How to find out HCF? Which is the smallest number among all these? 2. From 2 you can divide all these. Yes, I can divide. Therefore HCF of your numerator is 2. HCF is 2. I will write it here. HCF is 2. Okay, now LCM of the numerator. Let me find out the LCM of numerator. I want to find out LCM of 2, 8, 16 and 10. How to find out LCM? Which is the biggest number among all these? Okay, 16. Now from how to find out then? From 16. Okay, whether you can divide 16 from 2? Yes, I can divide. I will ignore this. Okay, from 8 whether I can divide? Yes. Okay, from 10 I cannot divide your 16. Correct? Now, which is the multiple of 16? I can divide from your 10. That I need to find out. 16 5 times. What is 16 5 times is 80. Correct? So from 16 I cannot divide, therefore multiple which I can divide from 10 is 80. Okay, therefore what is your LCM? LCM is 80. LCM is 80. LCM of numerators I got 80. Then I need to find out LCM of your denominators. LCM of denominator, that is 3, 9, 81 and 27. Which is the biggest number among all these? 81. From 3 I can divide, yes. From 9 I can divide. This also divide. So what is your LCM of the denominators? 81. Now let me find out HCF of the denominators. HCF of your denominators. What is the denominator? 3, 9, 81 and 27. I need to find out what? HCF. How to find out HCF? It is the smallest number among all these 3. From 3 I can divide this, yes. From 3 I can divide this, yes. From 3 I can divide this. What is the HCF of denominator? 3. HCF is 3. Now, what they are asking now? HCF. First I want HCF. HCF is given by HCF of numerators divided by LCM of your denominator. Now, HCF of numerator I have already found out. What is that? 2. Divided by LCM of denominators. See, 81. I got the HCF of this fraction. HCF of this fraction is 2 by 81. Now I need to find out LCM. LCM. How to find out LCM of your fractions? LCM of your numerator divided by HCF of your denominator. See, LCM of numerators. What is LCM of numerator? 80 divided by HCF of your denominator is 3. So I got my answer. I got both HCF and LCM of these fractions. So that's why I found out these values. Then later I substituted them. Hope you understood. Okay. So that's it. I will go for the next question now. So I hope you came to know how to find out the HCF and LCM of the fractions. The next question, if the sum of two numbers is 55 and the HCF and LCM of these two numbers are 5 and 120 respectively. See, they are given HCF. What is the HCF? HCF is 5 and their LCM also they are given 120. If I know the HCF, I can take the two numbers as 5x and 5y. 5x and 5y. Please see here. If I take common 5, x and y, further I cannot divide your x and y by a common number. Therefore, what is your HCF? HCF is 5. Okay, I know that after taking HCF, the remaining factors are the co-prime because further I cannot divide, right? This cannot be divided by a single common number. Therefore, x and y are what? Co-prime. Now, please observe here. So they have already given sum. They have given sum of two numbers, that is 5x plus 5y. What are the two numbers? 5x and 5y. Their sum they have given, that is 55. Now if I take 5 common means I am taking HCF common. Okay. So then x plus y will be equal to 11, right? If I take 5 common, I can divide from 5. 5 11 times is okay. Now x and y are what? Co-prime. If I take HCF as a common, remaining is what? Co-prime. X and y will be co-prime now. Okay. Now what is the LCM here? Please see. LCM is what? 5xy. LCM is 5 into x into y. That is nothing but 5xy. 5xy is your LCM. So 5xy. They have given LCM. What is the LCM? They have given 120, right? LCM is 120. Therefore, x into y is 24. X into y is 24. Now, x plus y are co-prime. Okay. If I add two co-prime numbers, I should get 11. And if I multiply, I should get 24. Which is that 8 plus 3 is 11. And 8 into 3 is 24. Okay. So, you have to pick co-prime only. Because 8 and 3 are what? Co-prime. Their HCF is 1, correct? So x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 3. 8 plus 3 is 11 and 8 3 is also 24. Now I got what is x and y. I got what is x and y. Now I am going to substitute now. What are the two numbers? 5x and 5y. What are the two numbers? 5x and 5y are the two numbers. What is x? 8. 8 5s are 40. Another number. Y is equal to 3. 5 3 is 15. Now what I want? I want to find out the sum of the reciprocals of this. So I need to find out 1 by 40 plus 1 by 50. I have to find out this. So what is the LCM? LCM is 120. Correct? 43 times 15, 8 times. What is your answer? 11 by 120. 11 by 120, option C. 11 by 120, option C. Hope you understand with this problem. Very simple, right? Only thing is you have to apply the concept. That's it. That's it. Next question. Reduce 391 divided by 667 to the lowest term. Okay. Before explaining this, I will take one simple example. 12 by 16. Okay. What you people will do, you start dividing from the lowest number like 2. 2 6 are 12. Okay. Then 2 8s are 16. Then again 2 2s. Okay. Sorry. 2 3s, 2 4s. Instead of dividing from 2, straight away I can divide from 4 because HCF is what? 4. If you straight away divide from HCF, no need to divide further because HCF, after taking HCF, remaining these two are what? Co-prime, correct? 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. So always when they ask to reduce to the simplest form, always divide from their HCF. Always divide from their HCF. Therefore, after dividing from HCF, again you need not divide because they will be co-prime, correct? Now, I need to find out the HCF of your 391 and 667. So I will apply the difference method to find out HCF now. 667 and 391. Okay, I will find the difference now. 9 minus 7 minus 1 is what? 6. Okay, here 16 minus 7 is 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9 is 7. Okay, here this is 3. No, sorry, this is 2. 276 is the difference. Whether you can divide, okay, from 276, whether you can divide these two numbers? No, I cannot divide. Okay, now which are the factors of your 276? 2 ones, then 2 3 6, 2 8s. From whether you can divide these two numbers from 138? No, not possible. Again you go. 2 6 is 12. Okay, 1 left out. 2 9s are 18. Now from 69, whether you can divide these two numbers? Check out. From 9 9s is, no, I cannot divide anything. No, I cannot divide. Further I will go from 3 2s, 3 3s. Okay. From 23, whether you can divide this? Yes, I can divide. From 23, I can divide these two numbers. Therefore, what is your HCF? HCF is 23. Therefore, you divide. Now, what I want to reduce 391 divided by 667. Therefore, you divide straight away from 23. You divide straight away from 23 because HCF is what? 23. HCF is 23. Okay, I will divide this from 23, 391. 1 times is 23. Okay, this is 6, this is 1. Okay, this will be 1. 23 7 times. 7 3s is 21, 2, 16. So 7 times. So this will be 17 if I divide. Okay, it will be 17. Now from 23 I want to divide the 667. 667. 2 times is 46. 0, 2. This is 7. 9 times. 9 3s are 27. 2. 18 plus 2 is 20. How many times? 29 times. So answer for this question is 17 by 29. 17 by 29. See how I came to know that from which number I need to divide this. I came to know that I need to divide these two numbers from 23. How I came to know that? I found the HCF of these two numbers. The HCF of these two numbers is 23. Therefore, straight away I will divide from 23. So after dividing from your HCF, the remaining will be co-prime, so that you cannot divide this further. After dividing from your HCF, we cannot further divide because they will be co-prime. So answer for this question is option A, that is 17 by 29. 17 by 29. Hope you have understood. I'll go for the next problem. Now, next question. Which one of the following is a pair of co-prime? Which of the following is a co-prime? They are asking. What do you mean by co-prime? HCF should be 1. Now, here you see, HCF is not 1. Because here also I am having so many factors 4, 2, here also having so many factors like 2, from 2 I can divide, right? This is not a co-prime. Now for your 18 and 25, whether this is a co-prime, check out. Yes, it is co-prime. Okay, now for your 21 and 70, see this is divisible by 7, right? This is not a co-prime. Okay, this is also divisible by 23 4 times. So this is not a co-prime. Okay, so then which of the following is a co-prime? What do you mean by co-prime? HCF should be 1. For these two, what is the HCF? If you can find out, you can check out. 18, 1 times is 18. What is left out? Then 7 left out. 7 2s is 14. 4 left out. Okay, 4 1s is 4. 3 left out. 3 1s is 3. 1 left out. 1 3s is 3. Okay, what is your HCF? 1. Straight away, I told these two are co-prime numbers. So how to check? Whether it's a co-prime or not, their HCF should be 1. Looking into the example, I came to know that HCF is 1. So what do you mean by co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers are those, okay, whose HCF between them is 1. Therefore, here 18 and 25 HCF is 1. Therefore, answer for this question is 18 and 25, option B. That's it. You should know what do you mean by co-prime. Now, next question. The HCF of two numbers is 8. HCF of two numbers is 8. Then they are asking, which one of the following can never be their LCM? Can never be their LCM. Please note down, HCF is a factor of LCM. Write it down. HCF is a factor of your LCM. Why? Because please here, I will take two numbers, that is 9 and 27. Okay, now from 9 I will divide. 9 ones are 9, 9 3s are 27. See, what is your LCM? LCM is 9 into 1 into 3. What is your LCM? 9 into 1 into 3, correct? LCM is 9 into 3 into 9. See, what is your HCF? HCF is 9, correct? Now, in your LCM we have 9, right? So that means HCF is always factor of your LCM. HCF is factor of your LCM. Please write down, HCF is factor of your LCM. What do you mean by factor? A factor is a number which is going to divide the given number completely. Which is going to divide the number completely. The HCF of two numbers is 8. They have given HCF is 8. Okay. If 8 is the HCF, okay, then this 8 will be your one of the factor of your LCM. Is one of the factor. Factor is going to divide the given number completely, right? See, for 24 I can divide from 8. Yes. Therefore, it can be a factor. Yes. For 48, yes, I can divide. 56 I can divide. But 60 I cannot divide. Therefore, so which of the following can never be LCM? Yes, 60 can never be LCM because from my HCF I cannot divide this, right? HCF is a factor of your LCM. HCF is a factor of your LCM. What do you mean by that? See, the LCM I can divide from HCF. Okay. If LCM is 24, I can divide, right? If LCM is 48, I can divide from 8. If LCM is 56, I can divide that. But if LCM is 60, I cannot divide from 8. Therefore, 60 cannot be your LCM. That's it. So write down, HCF is factor of your LCM. HCF is factor of your LCM. Okay. Next question is, I need to find out the HCF of 2 square into 3 cube into 5 power 5. Then second number 2 cube into 3 square into 5 square into 7. Third number 2 power 4, 3 power 4, 5 into 7 square into 11. They have given 3 numbers. These are the 3 numbers. For these 3 numbers, I need to find out the HCF. See, here they have expressed the 3 numbers in terms of prime factors, right? Here see 2, 3, 5 are all prime factors. Now, how to find out the HCF? In finding the HCF, if they have expressed in the prime factors form, you need to find out the common prime factor among all these. 2 is the common among all these, correct? Into 3 is common among all these, correct? Yes. 5 is common among all these, yes. Into 5 into 7 is not common, 11 is also not common. You have to write only the common terms. You have to write only the common terms. Okay, now. Next, what you need to do. Okay, now after writing the common prime factors, you have to write their powers which is having least power. Which is having a least power. See, among 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4, which is having least power. 2 is the least power. Okay, for your 3. Here 4 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there. Which is the least power? 3 square. It is 3. Then for 5 power 1, 5 power 2, 5 power 5, which is least power 1. So this is your HCF. Write the common prime factors with the least power. That will be your HCF. 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9 into 5. Okay. This is 9 4s are 36 into 5. This is 33 carry, that is 180. The HCF is 180. Hope you have understood how to find out the HCF of the expressed in the prime factorized form. Okay, so you need to write the common terms with the least power, with the least powers. Answer is 180. Now for this question, I need to find out the LCM. They have given 3 numbers which are written in the prime factors form. 2 square 3 into 5, another number 3 square 5 into 11, another number 5 square 7 into 2. So I need to find out LCM. In your HCF, I was writing only the common prime factors, but in your LCM you have to write all the prime factors that is listed here. So 2 here, 3 here, 5. See, 3 and 5 already written, then here 11, here 2 already written, okay, 5 already written, 7. And for powers you have to write highest power. In your HCF, least power. Here highest power. For your 2, which is the highest power? 2 square. Then for your 3 square is the highest power. For your 5 power 1. 11 power 1. 7 power 1. That will be your answer. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 5 into 11 into 7. 5 4s are 20. 20 into 11 9s is 99 into 7. Okay. 99 2 times is 198 into 0. This is into 7. This is 0. 7 8 is 56. 5 carry. 7 9 is 63 plus 5 68. 6 carry. 7 plus 6 is 13. Answer is 13860. 13860. See, 0. 7 8 is 56, 6 5 carry, 7 9 is 63 plus 5, 68 6 carry, 7 plus 6 is 13, 13860. So how to find out LCM of prime factors? Write all the prime factors with the highest power. That's it from this problem. Hope you have understood this, how to find out HCF and LCM of prime factors.